So, if you want to stop feeling anxious around people, if you want to stop freezing, if you want to stop over explaining because you're afraid you're not saying things correctly, if you want to feel relaxed, confident in yourself in meetings, on dates, when you're giving presentations, or any high pressure situation, you need to apply this thinking or this framework. By the way, my name is Dylan Garrity. I'm a communication coach, and this is exactly what I do with my clients. First, confidence is not something that you learn. You came into this world confident. No baby was born on this earth frightened that other people were going to think they were stupid. Doesn't happen. It's through negative experiences that you learn insecurity and learn coping mechanisms to keep yourself small. If you want to overcome these things, a lot of people try to teach themselves to be confident or fake it till you make it or all this crap. And some of that stuff can work. But the actual fastest way to unlock your confidence is to look at yourself, is to put yourself into high stress situations that generate your anxiety. And instead of judging yourself or instead of trying to make yourself behave more confidently, you look at yourself with curiosity. You're going to observe how you behave and what is blocking you. And there's usually one of five things. First, it could be your inner critic or your inner beliefs. So you're trying to go into a social setting and your voice is going, oh my God, they're going to hate you. You look so stupid. Why are you doing this? If this is your problem, you need to start developing a list of healthy messages that you're telling yourself in social settings, and you need to learn to shift your focus from yourself when you're looking at yourself, and that's what self-consciousness is, and focusing on something useful like the other person or what they're saying or how they're responding to what your message. Another one is presentation. Sometimes people are actually confident and have healthy self-esteem, but their presentation sucks. So they're coming in and they know what they look like, but they know what they want to say and they believe in themselves, but they're coming in with these, hello, I'm Edgar. Don't look at me. The other one is potentially you just have some trauma. You got damaged really badly in the past and you need to, and every time you get into a situation where you're triggered, you just shut down. The fourth one is focus. You're just focusing on the wrong things. So for example, you go into a job interview and instead of focusing on what am I going to say, how am I going to answer questions effectively, you're thinking, I have to get the job. I have to get the job. You're focused on something outside of your control, which creates anxiety. I said five, there's actually only four. So if you go into stressful situations and instead of judging yourself, you look at yourself with curiosity and see what is blocking you, it's much quicker to find out what your block is or what your mess. Oh, no, I remember the fifth one. The fifth one is you don't have a game plan for conversations. So for example, you ask somebody what they do, they ask what you do, and then you're like, now what do I say? Most people know what to say in that situation, but there's others where people just don't have a game plan. That's the fifth one. If you want to unlock this stuff, you have to approach every interaction with a sense of curiosity towards yourself and notice where the blockage is, not judging yourself, but saying, okay, what is the block and how do I overcome it? This is much faster than what most people do, which is force themselves to be social or, try and be more confident or just forcing themselves to fake it till they make it, even though it's scaring the crap out of them. Not saying fake it till you make it doesn't work. I'm just saying that sometimes you can be abusing yourself into behaving a certain way, and that's never going to work in the long term. If you approach yourself with curiosity and you are struggling to figure out what your problem is, feel free to check the link in my bio. I offer a 1-hour analysis session. We go through your issues and I can give you my own analysis. If you want to do coaching with me afterwards, great. If you just want the analysis, also great. You're more than welcome.